Hey, how's everyone doing? So, today's video I want to talk about Nintendo Switch emulation on a gaming laptop. So, the gaming laptop in front of me I have is the Lenovo Legion 5 Pro 16-inch 165 Hz QHD gaming laptop. Now, my laptop here has an AMD Ryzen 7 processor 5800, which can turbo up to 4 gigahertz, and at base is 3.5. It originally came with a 512 gig SSD hard drive. It's got a RTX 3060 6 gigabyte graphics card, as well as, I believe, what did it come with originally? I believe it originally came with somewhere like maybe 16 gigs of RAM. So since then I have installed 4 terabytes of hard drive space, M.2 on each side, as well as up the RAM to 32 gigabytes of RAM. So this is definitely a strong gaming laptop. Not the strongest with the graphics card, but this is what I could find at the time, since it was harder to find these with the chip shortage and other shortages as well. So let's talk about what we're going to look at now. So I got these games already. As you can tell, I'm going to look at Kingdom Hearts, Mario Kart 8, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Pokémon Snap, and Super Smash Brothers. So at any time, please feel free to just skip to whatever you want to look at. I'm going to have the timestamps below, so that way anybody can just skip ahead. You don't have to watch the whole thing. It's going to be a pretty long video because it's going to be showcasing gameplay from each of these games here. Now, you can get these games from a modded Switch where you just dump them onto the modded Switch itself. There are other ways. I'll let you figure that out. The internet is vast, and you can definitely get all the information you need there. So, without further ado, please leave a like. Please subscribe to the channel. I want to do more videos like this as well, since I like talking about the Nintendo Switch as well. I like talking about the Vita. I like talking about all different types of gaming consoles that I have. So yes, let's get into the video now. Alright, so first up is going to be Mario Kart. So let's test out Mario Kart. Now the emulator I'm using is called Ryzen. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but it works really well. There are some games that are going to have issues, and I'll show you some of those games that are going to have frame rate drops and stuff like that. Or some of them, sometimes it might be unplayable. So let's go over and play Mario Kart. Now, if you look at the bottom left-hand corner, you'll see the FPS. That's what you're going to want to pay attention to on some games. You want to make sure it's running at their settings, which this one is supposed to go at 60 frames per second. Now, there might be some hiccups with this game, but overall, I found that Mario Kart is playable. So let's go ahead and play. So far it looks good. The controller I'm using is the 8-bit Duo Pro 2. It's the SNES version of it. So this is my preferred one to use. It works well with the PC, with the Switch, and many other consoles. Now you might see some frame rate drops here and there. So let's just see what we have. Let's go through it. Alright, so as you can see, so far the first race was pretty good. I'm only going to do 2 races, this one and another race, that way you guys can get a general idea. I can't talk for future races, but the first 2 races that I've done look good. And I'll explain some of the hiccups that I see in the next race as well. So let's start the next race. Alright, so here's one that I found. It looks like when we went to the water, the frame rates dropped. But afterwards, after this little section, you'll see as the race goes on, it wasn't too bad. But this section right here is where it suffered. Let's see if it happens again now. No, it looks like that's just the initial water entry. Afterwards, it looks like it runs fine. So let's continue with the race. Alright, so there were some small drops there when the blue shell hit, which is to be expected. Anytime you have big graphics on the screen at the same time, that's where this emulator will probably take a hit. Also, can't forget that I'm using a 3060, while maybe a 3080 might do a lot better. So as you can imagine, your graphics card will play a big factor into how this emulator works. So let's continue. Alright, it looks like the thunder definitely brought it down. But overall, this is still a very much playable game for an emulator. It plays it very well. The thunder was the only one that really caused it to drop from 60 down to 15 FPS for a few seconds. And as you can see, so far it's going well. So we finished the race. Overall, I think this is a very playable game on this emulator. And now we're going to move on to the next one. So next up, I'm going to do Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Now this part here took a while to load up due to not having the latest update for the game. So I'm just gonna edit it out. That way it goes faster. Alright, so the initial character setup, I'm just going to put in double speed, that way we can go straight to the gameplay. Alright, so here's an area where it did stutter a little bit. Frame rates did drop, but I think after this one little section it clears up and it just continues like normal, and I don't believe there were many after this. So let's see. And just like that, it looks like all the frame rates are back. Everything's back to about 30 FPS. Okay. Alright, so it wasn't that one section. Maybe other animation like that will trigger a frame rate drop. Guess we'll see later on how the battles were. Alright, so far it looks good. I haven't seen any real drops at the moment. See how it looks when we go to the lake and get your first Pokemon, because that's when you have the first battle. I've already beat this game. I have it for the Switch. I have this one and the other one. I'm currently going through the other one now. I do like it. The design is not too bad. I like it. I'm still waiting for the next one, Arceus, so can't wait for that. That one I'm definitely gonna try and record the first hour of the game, and then I'm gonna put that online as well. Alright, let's keep an eye on the frame rate here and let's see if anything gets affected. So far the frame rates are holding well. I think I'm gonna choose Chimchar for this run through. See how the battle looks. Drop slightly, nothing noticeable. To be honest, so far it's running very smooth. It's definitely running smoother than Pokemon Sword when I tried that one a different time. I guess the overworld is much more active than Pokemon Sword. I'm assuming Pokemon Arceus would not run as well as this game does. This cutscene doesn't seem to have any issues either. I guess there's only certain times, and it looks like it has mostly to do with the overworld. Because this one is still running at about 30 FPS. Granted, what you can't hear is also the laptop's fan running. It is pushing out power. It drops for like a second after you leave the house and go back out to the overworld. That's the only thing I've noticed. Now here, let's see if we can get into another battle, see if we can test the battle again. No, it doesn't even show any little bit of a drop. Sticks right at about 30 FPS. From initially in the battle, during the battle, and when we go back to the overworld, it'll probably have the same effect. Alright, one more attack and we should be done. Let's see how it looks when we go back out to the overworld. It's a pretty smooth transaction. This part will probably stay at 30 FPS as well. Let's see how it looks when we go into the professor's area. So Pokemon Brilliant Diamond really looks like a good game to play on this emulator with this current laptop setup. Alright, let's go to the next one now. Alright, next up, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now this game, I anticipate it's going to have some issues. Let's see how bad the issues are. Because this game, you can have 4 or more characters fighting at the exact same time, which could definitely put a strain on the game and the emulator.
Colors weave into a spire of flame. Distant sparks call to a path still unnamed. Bear this torch against the cold of the night.
Alright, so first let's just try two characters on the field. Let's see how it goes.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, so right off the bat I saw some frame rate drops. So whenever I do some big attack, it looks like it drops as well. There it goes stuttering again. Yeah, there it goes. I don't know, I don't have a good feeling about Super Smash Bros. At least with my current graphics card. But it's not horrible, but it does make it a little bit difficult. Right there. Yeah, it definitely has frame rate issues. It's not the worst thing one-on-one. After this one, let's try a 4 battle. Look at that right there. Let's try the special and see if there's any issues with the special. Yeah, it stutters a little bit there. This part actually has no problem. So one-on-one is definitely doable. Let's try a 4 free-for-all.
Start the battle. Corona flag.
Man, even before the match started, it dropped.
2, 1, go!
Wow, yeah. So this emulator cannot handle 4 characters at once on the same screen. Yeah, this is definitely not even playable. Yeah, I'm seeing frame rates drop from 60 down to 2. Yeah, this is not the best. So I'm probably going to end the match soon since this is pretty unplayable. So I wouldn't recommend this unless you had a better graphics card than what I have. Yeah, I'm going to end it here. So let's go to the next one and let's see how that one plays. I'm sure I'll play better than this. So here we go. The next one's going to be the new Pokemon Snap game. Let's see how this runs on the emulator. So far, Pokemon games have been running pretty smoothly. So far, I'm amazed at how the frame rates are holding. It looks like it's holding pretty steady at 60 FPS. Granted, this is just the intro, so I'm going to be waiting to see how it looks like when we actually go into the overworld and see how the pictures and everything else work out.
you.
Jeez.
Anyway.
Yep.
There always seems to be a lot of talking in these beginning parts of these games, especially the Pokemon games. There's a lot of
Now.
intros, what you have to do, tutorials, all that kind of stuff. So let's see how fast we can get through all this. That way we can
All right.
actually go to a route and see how it goes when we take pictures.
Yep.
What do you think? Professor.
Anyway.
Yep. Let's see. Aha! Perfect timing! Try getting a shot of that Pokemon. Yes! Now why don't you try moving the camera to see that circle? If you use, give it a try. You can point the camera up and down and even spin all the way around left or right. You can use motion controls to aim your camera too. Oh, look! Here comes... Try getting a shot. First, move the... Did you see that? Whatever that... It'll be... Try snapping... That's it! But since Pikachu's a little far away, it looks... Times like this call for... To zoom in, just hold... Try snapping a photo. Great! See how much bigger it looked that time? If you want your subject's whole body smacked...
So far, taking pictures in this tutorial isn't bad. It looks like it's running smooth at 60 FPS. So let's continue on with the tutorial. That way we can go straight to the gameplay.
Hey, Professor! We've covered the...
Hello. Anyway. First of all. A new discovery. A new discovery. Nice work. How was it? All right. Now then.
By the way,
Here's the thing.
jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck! You got this!
Enjoy your first photo expedition!
the entrance to Florio Nature Park.
So far, it's running pretty
The Neo
smooth.
One will automatically follow a set route.
It looks very good too.
You
It's
can
holding
just
very
focus,
steady
look
at
around, and
60
take some photos.
FPS. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna do just this one route. I'm gonna complete the first route and then we're gonna move on to the next. So let's continue. If I see any frame rate drops, I will mention it. So this first level looks pretty good. Looks like everything runs smooth. I'd be interesting to see how it would run with the underwater routes. I've played the
Basically,
Nintendo Switch with it and obviously runs fine because it's made for the Switch. But I haven't made it this far in this game to test how it would run on the underwater levels, the volcano levels. This one seems perfect so far.
Welcome back. Anyway. All right. Nice work. A new discovery. 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 Perfect timing. A new discovery. A new discovery. A new discovery. Great timing. A new discovery. Nice work. 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 A new discovery. Perfect timing. How was it? Anyway. So.
All right, so we're back here.
Hey,
So personally, this looks like this one works really well. Pokemon
Anyway.
Snap works great on this emulator. And now we're gonna move on to the next one, and that will be our final one before the end of the video. All right, next up is Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. This is currently the only Kingdom Hearts game that is physically on the Nintendo Switch. They're currently having cloud versions for the first few installments. I personally believe they could have fit the actual PS2 games on the Nintendo Switch. There are many games who were able to do that as well, but that's not up to me. So let's check this one out. So right off the bat, there seems to be a crackling noise in the sound. So this is not one I'm probably going to end up recommending for this emulator, especially since you can play this for the PC natively. And you will not need to download this or have it already just to play it on your computer. There are already ways you can play this on your PC. So far the game runs pretty good. Sometimes there seems to be an input delay here and there. Other than that, it runs smooth. Still have that annoying sound in the back. I'm only going to definitely do one level here just to show everyone how it looks. FPS seems to be holding steady at 60. That's good. Alright, so this one looks good overall. Other than the sound issue, it is playable. That's the only issue I have seen. So maybe a slight input issues here and there. But other than that, this is not too bad. This is definitely playable on the computer. And that is it for all the videos. I'm just going to have a quick message afterwards. Alright everyone, thank you for watching my video. I would definitely say that the Mario Kart runs very well. The 2 Pokemon games run very well. And the Kingdom Hearts is so-so. The Smash Brothers does not run well on my computer with my specs. So if you have similar or less, I'd recommend staying away from that. Other than that, thank you everyone for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel.